Hello? Is there anybody out there? Out there. Well, I don't know what I did. It looks like I may have screwed things up. It says there's 7 people on here. Somebody say something if you're on here. If you guys are on here, say something. Let me see. Connection secure. Use the camera. Okay, use the microphone. Loud. Connection secure. There we go. Hey guys, sorry about that. I guess I left the TV on, so it was like glitching me, saying I copyrighted some music or something. I hope that don't come back to bite me in the ass, man. I'm sure it will, right? So Shade Space, D Major. Hey, what's up, my boy? D Major, how are you, bud? I still haven't gotten all that stuff off to you. I'm still gonna get it off to you. I know I totally spaced it, man. I haven't forgotten you though. I just got down. I realized Patreon is its own thing. Like people actually put their addresses on there. So I just got done writing all kinds of people last night, sending out tons of stickers and whatnot. So let's go like that. Okay. So good morning, everybody. Anyway, sort of half-ass got this going right. It's probably going to be a small crowd this morning. That's all right because the smaller, the more solid we are. How you doing? It's working, brother. Cool. Good morning, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hi, France in the house. What's up, France? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? C'est chouin. Pepe Le Pew. Remember Pepe Le Pew? No worries, brother. You're good on my hand. Right on. No, D Major, I know, my boy. And you guys are so wonderful. I haven't forgotten you, is all I'm saying. I wish you would jam me up and remind me when there's nothing else going on. You know what I mean? So listen, I'm going to do a reading for you guys this morning. And I don't know, those that do go to church, cool. You know what I mean? My God's everywhere. Look outside in nature, and it's just perfect. Everything's perfect. So why would I have to go anywhere? I don't need any preachers or any podiums or anything along those lines to get my God to fulfill my, you know what I mean? So, and you guys help me stay, what's the word? I have to keep myself in check when I'm out in public a lot because, even though it's only, by the way, broke 34,000. I was stoked when that happened because I was stuck for a minute, man. I couldn't crawl over that. But then again, there's 7,500 prison channels out there now, and I'm not really a prison channel per se, so I get how not everybody's going to be in on the fluctuation of the channel. It's not, solely based on prison, thank God. I'd hate to get stereotyped like those. All these people, I see how they try and do it. They try and use like Wes Watson's name or something like that, to where they put their name in the video to where it's like a clickbait. You know what I mean? I got Wes Watson's paperwork here. Fucking whatever, people try and use other people's names to come up on. So it's a little bullshit, but whatever. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos I've been putting out. Me and Herc sat down the other day. It was cool, you know what I mean? Chopping it up. There's no sense in he or I interviewing each other for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard, you guys. I want you to know this. When you sit down to go to tell your story, and you're thinking of all the dirt you've done, like all the shit I've done, man. Back when I was just a troubled youth running around in that county jail, man, just like tearing shit up. I had a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. As far as evil fun goes, I had a lot of that. And I had a lot of fear. I had tons of fear, because the county jail was a very, very, very violent place, man. I don't know if it's still that way. I hope not to have to find out. But my partner told me that when he was in there last time, which was just recently, some dude told the cop, hey, fuck you, or some bullshit like that. And the cop was like, excuse me, sir, I'm not speaking to you guys that way. I would appreciate it if you didn't talk to me like that. And I was like, there's no chance in hell that happened, bro. He's like, no, I'm serious, man. I'm like, come on. Because back in the day, if you'd have said that, man, you'd have got your nugget peeled. There's no question about it. So anyway, guys, right or left, left or right, left or right. Quadrix, there you are. I was just talking about you, my boy. You know what I mean? Like, trying to get it. Let me know what the funds are to get it here. I can't wait to have that picture in here. I also want to have some way for them to contact you if they'd like to have a piece made, for their living room, for whatever, So I know Instagram, Quadrix Designs. For those of you that are just tuning in, let me show you again. Dude does some sick work. He did this 3D piece. It's like a black and white, I think. Oh, here it is. You guys, tell me that's not sick. You know what I mean? The thing's so badass, and you can't see because of my phone, but it's really badass. All his work is badass. You guys go to Quadrix Designs on Instagram and check them out. Look at this, man. Just very talented. Very talented. I'll tell you what, he wouldn't go starving if he was in the joint. That's for sure. It's so badass. So, you guys see that? These are paintings, you guys. Got up, I just brushed my teeth. Still got that, I could probably smoke a cigarette and get rid of this funky ass fresh breath. Yuck. I'm not accustomed to the fresh breath. So, see what it's come to? I've had to get one of these fucking to read. So that's how bad it's gotten. Pretty funny shit, I think. Quadrix Designs, where are you located, man? So figure out what shipping's going to be on that. Can't you? I bet you're excited to see your painting in every fucking video that's going to be getting shot. It'll go sick on my wall instead of this spray painted brick wall, guys. So, oh yeah, we were about to do some reading. All right. So, anybody said right or left? Left or right? Nobody? Did you guys all hang up on me? I wonder. Anyway, for sure, Quadrix. All right, Mike Calderon. Mike Calderon. Right. Quiet time. Many of us have found that setting aside quiet time for ourselves is helpful in making conscious contact with our higher power. Talk about perfect timing for that shit. This fucking whole being slammed down yard CDQ'd, you know. Basic text, page 95. Most of us pay lip service to the value of conscious contact with a higher power. Yet, how many of us consistently take time to improve that conscious contact? If we've not already established a regular routine of prayer and meditation, today is the day to start one. A quiet time need not be long. A quiet time need not be long. Many of us find that 20 to 30 minutes is enough time to quiet ourselves. Focus our attention with spiritual reading, share our thoughts and concerns in prayer, and take a few moments to listen for an answer. In meditation, our quiet time need not be lengthy to be effective, provided it is consistent. 20 minutes taken once a month to pray will probably do little, but frustrate us with the poor quality of a conscious contact. 20 minutes taken regularly each day, however, reinforces an already lively contact with our higher power. In the hustle and bustle of the recovering addict's day, many of us end up going from morning to night without taking time to improve our conscious contact with the God we've come to understand. However, if we set aside a particular time of the day, every day, as quiet time, we can be sure that our conscious contact will improve. Just for today, I will set aside a few moments once I finish reading today's entry to pray and meditate. This will be in the beginning of this will become the beginning of a new pattern for my recovery. So it's just like anything else, guys. You don't just drop and do 50 push-ups, right? You know what I mean? You have to work up to 50 push-ups, man. So, and hopefully there's not somebody like me around at 43 push-ups, if you get what I mean saying. So, everything takes exercise, man. Learning to just sit down and be calm, not to make a bad decision, not to follow through with a bad move. All this stuff takes time for us to, sit back and do the next right indicated thing. Well, what is the next right indicated thing? Okay, so if it feels right, does that mean it's right? I don't know. I'm selfish, self-centered, inconsiderate, dishonest, and afraid almost throughout every action that I do. You know what I'm saying? So, and prison especially taught me that. Who in the hell would want to sit in prison and say, man, I was scared every single day that I was there? Well, let me tell you something. I was scared every single day that I was there. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anybody that says they're not, well, they're either a rat or, like they got no conscience whatsoever. They got no brain waves, because if you don't have a healthy fear with you in that environment on a regular, you're living with killers. You know what I mean? Just how it is. Life means nothing inside. Very, very cheap, For where there's candy, you could probably get your wind taken. So, I've seen, man, over ice, that's not even theirs. You know what I mean? I've seen S.A. Slash, his brother, over ice, cutting in front of, with the ice buckets, he cut in front of an S.A. and, man, I bet you he wish he hadn't, because he was filleted, and we don't live like that out here. If we do, we're not welcome in society, and we end up what? Going to prison. Now, the majority of you guys that watch this, very small percentage of you have been to prison, I've noticed, by checking stuff out. A lot. What's it say? That is Wes Watson all good, according to me. As far as what? Is Wes Watson all good according to me as far as what? You know, like I don't understand the question. You know, so um, I got lost where I was saying, but anyway, I know I was speaking on fear. You know, you'd have to be an idiot not to live in some kind of fear in there every single day. You know, you always got to be on your toes. And the motto is stay ready. You don't got to get ready, right? Well, if you're going to stay ready, that means you have to be alert 24/7. Um, and it seems like the one time that you let your guard down, that is when something happens. That's when the yard pops off. That's when you're basically getting caught with your pants down. You know, even on the shitter, who in the hell goes to the bathroom? And I mean, I know dudes that have come out here and they still do the same thing. I mean, myself, I don't pull my pants down. I pull my pants to my, right to here. So I sit like that. Some people go in and actually take one leg out, what I mean, to where they could move both legs. It's no way to live, especially if you're out here. Why have to follow through with all that? Um, Institutionalized. A lot of us come out damaged. Okay. I know for a fact that I'm damaged. I didn't realize that I was as damaged as I am, but it really shows relationship wise with me. I can't bend. Pride and ego doesn't allow me to. It just doesn't allow me to as much as I want to. I mean, I'll watch them walking away, knowing they're going for good, and I want to scream like I'm sorry, but I just can't seem to get it out. And it's cost me a many of battles. That's why I try and choose my battles wisely because you know you guys were out here learning how to function at 17, 18, 19 years old, doing dates, prom night. Can I hold your hand? I don't know if did you ask to hold her hand? Did you just reach over and hold her hand? Like these are all things I don't know. And so I figure by the time you're my age, you just cut to the chase. You're like, like, hey, we're going to dinner and shit. Like, are you into me? Or like, are we gonna be boning? Or like, should we, like, go to a cheaper restaurant or what? I mean? Like, how's the evening gonna turn out? You know what I mean? I'm sort of cut to the chase, and I mean, if it's not looking like they're attractive to me, I'll sling them a taco and get them home early. But I'm not going to go to the movies and spend $75 for two people to go to the movies, man. I'm just kidding, you guys. Not really, but so, oh, you're in Ireland, my boy? Are you serious? Ouch. Now I understand. Shipping is tough sometimes unless I remove the canvas from the wooden frame. I'll get a package to you though. Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's remove the. Wow, I didn't know you got. All right, you guys. So we're needing some fundage to get a picture shipped over here. So anybody feeling generous this beautiful Sunday morning wants to donate it to get this picture transferred over? Ireland. How would you even get it sent over? I guess you just roll it up and put it in one of those things, huh? Idiot. Cops are corrupt. Well, whose cops aren't corrupt, Dan Stewart? Goes time. Trip over your pants. Yeah, that's true. When it's go time, you just, you ain't tripping over your pants that way. That's for sure. Who's paying is the code. All right. Are we boning or not? Well, yeah, I mean, that's sort of where, I go with it. I mean, I don't straight be as vulgar, but I'm like, so check it out. I think you're hot. I mean, like, I don't know how this goes. Am I supposed to ask to hold your hand? Do I ask to kiss you goodnight? Do I ask, I don't know what to do. Yeah. So to Ireland then. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have caught some of Big Sid's stuff. He's pretty funny, man. Like at first that dude had me J-catted up. I mean, I was ready to murder. And then I find out that he's not even an ex-con. It's all a joke, and you know that sort of got to me too. Um, you guys, I just feel like I'm chopping it up with the homies right now. So I hope you guys weren't expecting any particular kind of content this morning. I'll answer what I can for you. Hi there, Real Talk. Uh, I needed to get your. There we go. We got $2 towards shipping and handling from Ireland. Hang on a second. Appreciate you, by the way. I be queefing. Is that who it is? Oh, I be ripping them. You changed your name, dog. I've contracted the rancid night. You've contacted the 19 bad fart virus. So yeah, basically, I just feel like I'm sitting down and chopping it up with you guys today. I'm sorry, I'm not shooting any kind of particular content. This is just for like the real heavy hitters that like to yuck it up. What I'm going to start doing on Patreon too is at a certain tier, I'm going to do like a 20-minute conference call or FaceTime call so I can answer personal questions. I've been told that I got great advice. I wish I would have taken it when I was younger. So, or at least I wish I would have had it. You guys all know what this is, right? And yeah, it's one of those too, I suppose. But it's for the knots in your back. Right there, right? So, hey, Real Talk, oh boy, was chopping you up pretty harsh there. I thought you guys were cool. You know, I'm talking about Big Sid. I thought you guys were cool. Um, Dusted again. I don't know what that means. I don't know how, if I can, but can I ask why your goatee is like? I've been subscribed for a while. Why my goatee is like what? I don't understand. What is my goatee like? That weird thing. Nightstick for pervs. Yeah, nightstick for pervs. Yeah, it's got all the fucking bells and whistles. So it really is a knot. It's for oh yeah, gets all the knots in your back. So now we got $7 towards getting it here, getting the painting here. Quadrix, you see that? We're starting to get it put together. And thank you. Thank you for helping people in recovery. Man, that's my pleasure helping people in recovery. That's what helps me. You know that. Come on. We help other people to help ourselves. I'm still that selfish to where I'm going to help others to help myself. If the reward wasn't what it is, I probably wouldn't be doing it though. Thoughts on 25ers is just found the channel. Good stuff. On 2 5ers, I mean, let me tell you, there's still no joke. There's a gang of killers in that car. They got tired of they made a bad call. They got tired of killing for people. Quadrix, maybe we'll get that painting sent over here, but you just chipped in 5, man. Come on. I'm sending you the money. You can't be chipping in when I'm trying to get you to send a picture with it. So God is, you can not trust these fools. Sid is a piece of work. Yeah, right. So I thought he was a real convict at first, but he's not. Oh, so King 810 just came out with a new album. So did Maria from In This Moment, my favorite band. So Nicole, I'm sure he was not very nice to you in that video, man. I even said something to him on the side on Instagram. I was like, "What's good, my boy? What do you mean she's like a bagel? That's fucked up." So kind of question. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try and answer some questions today. I always thought your goatee kind of reminds me of a badger. Do you ever think about getting rid of the facial hair? Is that mental prison. Getting rid of the facial hair is in getting away from the old you. No, I've never really considered. I mean, I shave it every now and then. I'll shave the whole thing off, but no, man, I'm unique to this. You know what I mean? Corey from Slipknot, I met him, and lo and behold, like 4 months later, he had the exact same shave job, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, man! Fucking." He copied my ass, you know. After I met him from my cousin Jeff, he was in a band, you know what I mean. I met Corey, and he said something like, "That beard is sick, brother," you know what I mean. And the next time I seen Corey, he had fucking. I didn't see him in person, but I seen him in pictures. He had the exact same beard. I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's all me right there," you know. And as far as deep. Yeah, well, that was deep. What your thoughts on clean from when I'm cracking smoking weed? So, like, if you smoke weed, that's on you. I mean, you're not shooting heroin or smoking crack. That's great, you know. But like for me, I can't do it, bud. You know, like I just break out in bad ideas and handcuffs for sure. You know, I mean, that's how allergic I am to narcotics, man. So, all right, we're looking like we might get that painting over here soon. Mark Zob, thank you, my boy. Josh and Jesus, hey, you still with me, huh? Hey, brother, let me see if I can figure this out. Okay. Keep up the positive changes and energy. We'll keep supporting you and your channel. Thank you, Mark Zob. Appreciate that, my boy. Josh and Jesus. Were you in prison for the Metallica anger bid? I don't know when that was, so I can't answer the question. I don't know. I just pour you all over here. Oh, that was a positive message about this recovery life. For sure, Nicole, recovery life, man. It's so look, I would have been that guy that came out, got all these calendars under his belt, didn't know how to function out here, you know, at the GR office, fucking with my 2-week bed pass at the motel, talking to the hooker next door, you know, to see if where to get like tuna fish sandwiches in the local area or something. Guys, that's too many people for that many likes. Come on, brothers, sisters, help a guy out, man. I'm trying to get YouTube to help push me around. We broke 34,000 finally, and I worked very hard at doing that. So them likes help, guys. Can't become more mellow. Still breathe. Also go bankrupt. Munchies. Can Badger become more mellow and still breathe? Also go bankrupt from TZE Munchies? I don't get it. I'm on methadone. That sucks, my boy. 90 milligrams. That's brutal. It really does help. So it does help in the beginning, man. And I'm full supporter of anything that gets you off of that shit, man. I understand the fucking misery of kicking. Oh my God, do I understand. Especially when you wake up and you're going to the county jail and you're in a substation and you just shit your pants and you ain't got the energy to get up and you got to get up and gaffle up, chain up, you know what I mean? Sit next to somebody that's stinking. Oh my gosh, you know, and then laying on that concrete floor, fucking just wanting somebody to come in and stomp your brains out so that you feel something other than what you're feeling. Started my day with a JFT ever since I've been watching him. Even if you're not in recovery, it's a solid blueprint. Yeah, just for today is great, man. You're right. Even if you're not in recovery, it's like the Bible, you know what I mean? Or saying God. God just stands for good, orderly direction. You know, to me, that's what it stands for. You know, are people buy cigarettes? How do I say this? I'll just leave it alone. So, it looks like we might have a winner chicken dinner. It looks like you're sending the picture over. Quadrix Design. Knock. Good looking out. Mad love and respect. You know, is that what I think it is, right? I believe so. I don't know why I didn't show up, but fabulous, man. Quadrix, I'll get at you and shoot you an address. Looks like we might be having it coming. Um, over here, another pod. Okay, let me see. Um, Knock, that's so awesome of you, my boy. I wish you would have gone on my PayPal and did that. These guys are going to take their little 50% of it. Thank you so much, my boy. Thank you so much. So there you go, Quadrix. We're going to get that picture shot over here, one way or the other. 16 years for me on that garbage. I dug a hole, my boy. Yeah, man, like I shot heroin to hide the pain of fucking the disgraceful shit that I did and acted as if I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like, because I did some dirt to a lot of people, man, and all in the name of stay the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? It was all based on fear. I would have never admitted that to you in a million lifetimes. Um, but that's what it was based on. And you know how I found that out? Through working the steps in the program. You know, it's absolutely essential. It was absolutely essential for me, okay? Because I could have seen me going right back, all those calendars, nobody out here to fuck with, you know, sofa surfing, living in a motel, you know, a gun and a fucking car is really all I thought I needed. A gun, a car, and potentially a girlfriend to possibly write me when I'm down next time, you know? Because not having no pen pals, man, that shit sucked. As we do into high fear. Um, yeah, absolutely, Nicole. You know, I mean, if you've worked the steps, you know what time it is. You know, you could have never got me to admit that it was fear based that I did all that I walked out to a riot with 12 whites and 87 blacks. You know what I mean? Like it's because I'm bravado. I'm not that solid guy, man. I was scared to fucking death going out there. You know when it always happened? Right after the riot. That's when my legs would shake so bad. I couldn't even walk to the fucking chow hall, you know, because usually they'd break it up and send the whites to one chow hall, or you know, whoever you were riding against to another chow hall. It was just crazy. But that's when my legs would be like I couldn't, you know, give, and that's when everybody else, non-experienced rioters, would be out there changing their friggin' pants because they shit their pants or they piss their pants. I was always so embarrassed at the amount of whites that would do that, you know. Um, Come on, man. I was every bit as scared as you guys were, but fucking to shit your pants, piss your pants, man. It's just like, come on. You know what I mean? Or at least hide it better. Shit. You know? 56 thumbs up. Wow, you guys. Anyway, yeah, man, that shit used to piss me off when that happened. Or the other thing is, man, when you're in there putting in work on somebody and they fucking defecate in their pants or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just way out. I can't. That's my cue to leave. I'm like, all right, we're good here, you know? Enjoyed your video with Big Hurt the other day. Excellent. Good deal, Quadrix. I appreciate that, man. Prison bill, okay. What's one piece of advice? Where'd that go? What's one piece of advice? Where'd it go? Piece of advice you have for people that you've learned throughout the years. What is one piece of advice that you have for people that you've learned throughout the years? Man, here's two pieces of advice. They roll together, you know. Fucking stay out of other people's business, man. Mind your motherfucking own business, all right? And be helpful to thy neighbor. Man, if you got it, I know people that hold on to something that they'll never fucking use. And somebody else over here could use it, but they want to sell it to them, or, you know. Man, I'm telling you, the universe is a funny thing. You know, what goes around comes around. Knock 200, that's going to come back to you tenfold, one way or the other. The universe is going to see to that. I promise you, man. And you already know that. That's why you did that. You know, everything that I do, man, don't get me wrong. Don't think some months it hasn't been very trying on my relationship and everything else to carry that bed. For me to be going out there talking to these people in the middle of fucking under the bridges with their tents and shit, trying to find out if anybody, just one person is all I can take. I can't take like 3 or 4 of them. You know what I mean? I get 3 or 4 of them at the same time, all sold on it. Like, man, that sounds good. That sounds good. Because I'll start off with like, hey, bud, you know, like, couldn't you use a hot shower? You know, maybe a comfortable mattress for the night? You know, I know you could use some fucking soap because your ass is humming. It's nice blanket, soft pillow. You know, oh, you got a nice blanket and a soft pillow? Oh, I bet you do, because it's colder than a motherfucker out here when you got to take a leak at 3:30 in the morning. You know, my sales tactics are not all that difficult, man. The bed sells itself, you know, and it's an honor for me to put somebody in there. And it's an honor when I'm able to take them down and get them a haircut. And, you know, the next time I see them, I'll cruise back by the pad in a few days and they'll be like, hey, bud, I got a job. You know what I mean? Really? What are you doing? You know, oh, construction or answering phones. Well, I guess that's not going to be going on for a minute, you know? And I don't want to just throw the dude that's in the bed out now, but I mean, his time's coming up, you know, it's actually been up because I like to let him ride, you know, 2 weeks or so that the next guy can slide up in there, you know, because within 2 weeks, they should be able to be carrying themselves. Come on, 63 thumbs up to that many people. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, take a second, go smash that like Sancho smashing, bam. You know, yeah, it's an honor for me to go out there and just work with the homeless, man. Sometimes I'll shame them into the bed. I'll be like, damn, homie, you stinking. You know what I mean? We're in Venice and you can't find a friggin' shower. They're all over the place, you know? You just lazy. I'll fuck with them, you know what I mean? To where, I mean, don't get me wrong. What's that one dude's name who walks around slapping people's cigarettes and shit and says, I'm rhetoric. Fucking fuck that cigarette. I want to fuck somebody's wife. I want to fuck somebody's wife. I'm Frederick or whatever he says his name is. You know what I mean? I want to fuck your wife. You know, some dude did that to me. I give a fuck how big he is, man. I'm going straight for the throat, trying to take him out. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to lose anyway. I'm old. Fucking, you know what I mean? Don't move as fast as I once did. And whatever, I'm still going to smash, man. There's no way I'm going to let somebody do that to me. Smack something out of my hand and say they want to fuck my wife. Not going down. You know, I wish I knew his name right now. He does videos about it all the time. And you should see some of them little old black women be taking off on his ass, man. Bang, 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 bang. Smashing him with a purse and everything. They don't fuck around. And let me tell you, he tucks his tail and runs. Enjoyed the video with Big Hurt the other day. Awesome. What's one piece of advice you? Yeah, so man, it doesn't cost anything to stay in your own lane, you know? If I had stayed in my own lane, we wouldn't be here talking today. That's for sure. You know, and I sure hate to think I had to do all them fucking calendars just to get a fucking YouTube channel, man. I really, really fucking hate that thought, especially. Yeah, that one's a fucking hard one, but at least something good is coming from it. So a lot of you guys ask, are you and Herc still good? Man, of course we're still good. Just how many times do you want me to go on his channel? Shit. You know, I've got more interviews with him than anybody he's ever had on there. So, yeah, we're good. You know, I love them guys as a crew, man. And he's my boy. You know, their cameraman, he's a hog. Let me tell you, he's, you know what I mean? Like 35, 36 years old, something like that. He's just a pup, but Shit. That's so. What's so scary? I wonder did I say that was so scary? Oh God, it's only $19, bro. Oh, is it? 200 knock is $19. Oh, my bad. But hey, man, that's cool. I was happy. You could have just let me roll with thinking that I had the painting taken care of and brought, but whatever. Hey, man, it's a thought, and I appreciate you hitting that. So, like, I'm feeling a little embarrassed right now for saying that, but thank you, my boy. Regardless, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not all about money on the channel. That's not what this shit's about. You know what I mean? It's great when I get the help to, help with, you guys help me fucking with the bed, either by views, watching the commercials, whatever. 200 knock is only $19. Just to let you know. It's all good, man. I'm grateful as hell for that $19. But I mean, well, let me go more like $9 when YouTube's done with me. I was wondering how the homeless all over the world were getting by. You're a decent lad. Man, you're probably one of the few people that would call me decent. Well, maybe today people might call me decent, it wasn't always the case, my boy. I could tell you that. I remember when I was in Bakersfield, when I first got out, I had a sober living home up there, and I opened it at 90 days clean. I was working in the oil fields, and I met this dude named Dave Stagler, fucking one of the loves of my life. He had 6 months clean. We were at a candlelight vigil meeting, and I put my head, I didn't know the dude, you know what I mean? The lights were out. We were laying on the ground because the seating was full. And I just put my head on this girl's lap and was just like kicking it, And I was still pretty big at the time. I wasn't hitting on her or anything, honestly. I was just kicking it, And I could feel his anger in the room. I didn't even know the dude. I didn't know his name. I didn't, nothing, So let's get this caught up. There we go. Okay, let me just do this. Massive or Randy one. Thank you, my boy. I hope I said it right. Anyway, what's going on with the picture? Is that me? Okay, so anyway, I put my head on. There's 20 American dollars. Thank you. I can understand American, man. Thank you. Respect. So I put my head on this girl's lap, right, at this meeting, this candlelight meeting, and I could feel this anger, man. It's just like, but I'm too big for him to say anything, and that really started to bug me. And he finally goes, "Hey, Omi, do I know you?" I'm like, "No, what's up, by the way? My name's Badger," you know what I mean? If I could go to shake his hand, and he's all, "Well, Badger, can you get your fucking head off my girl's lap?" I'm like, I mean, yeah, I could, but it's sort of comfortable down here, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to be disrespectful or anything. I mean, I was just pushing the line all the way with them, I was out of line. I ended up buying him coffee after the meeting. I was like, "Hey, my boy, I'd like to buy you some coffee." I go, "Hey, look, but I seen you. I seen, the couple little tattoos you got. I figured you was a convict, and I was just playing around, seeing, tugging your chain, basically." And you're like, "No, it's all good. It's all good." And he's like, "No, I'm not a convict. Whatever." But a spark ignited that night between us, man. Like, we just went on to do big things in Bakersfield. Man, we just did big things, He and I'm like, a couple weeks into it, I was like, "Hey, let's open a sober living." He's like, "Yeah, absolutely," because he was at this place. I forget the name of it. It's their county facility up there, right? So they're paying for him to be there, but he hates it, right? So he wants to get into his own place. So, where he pays his own rent or whatever. And I'm like, well, just be in your own place. We'll let them pay your rent. And he's like, yeah, all right, let's check it out. So we did. We rented a house. And in Bakersfield, we rented a house for like $900, I believe it was. 3-bedroom house with a garage. I put 2 bunk beds. I mean, 1 bunk bed and a bed in each room. That they were all sizable rooms, so there's 3 people to a room. I charged $600 a bed, and like the magic formed from there. We opened another one, and pretty soon it was the place to go. We'd have a meeting there, and we'd have a campfire, and I called the meeting the Ring of Fire, and you could write down your resentments and throw it in the fire, and it was cool. But the house had just grown so fast, and we're opening another one, and I'm like, man, I don't want to be responsible for all this, because I was working in the oil fields too at the same time. So I was using my money basically to pay all the bills, and then whatever came in, it it covered everything back, and whatever the profit margin or whatever. But the profit margin always went to, because Dave was about it. He was just like me. He was like, let's buy Condors tickets. So we'd buy the whole house, or both houses, Condor tickets for them, their girlfriend, everything. We'd get hockey tickets for, 60 people. Bring your girl, your whatever, your dog, your little brother. It didn't matter. You could bring whoever on Condor's night. I'd buy like 60 tickets, and you could come. You didn't have to come. It wasn't mandatory. And I think I got the tickets for like $5. So it just all went against the house. I'd take it out of the funds from the house and made sure that we did cool shit, man. We'd go up to the beach, and I got a lot of pictures, and a lot of people probably be all upset, because straight up, I'm standing there with swastika flags and all the ideology that I used to buy into. So someone said something about that in my room one time when they seen a picture on there. Well, you guys, I ran that way for a long time. It took a lot of change and a lot of understanding out here to become the man I've become. Um, I have no particular hate for anyone now except for ignorant people. That's where my hate does flow. I just can't stand ignorant people. And I was very ignorant to a lot of things for a long time. So, not everyone's going to understand my views on that. There's that damn thing. That's cool. Like, I still believe in the 14 words. Who doesn't want to see their people, prosper? Of course, but that's why I don't do anything political on this channel. I don't discuss politics or anything, because I know a gang of people that came over with me from Herc, they're black. And you know what? They've treated me right 100% the whole time. Never been disrespectful to me, and vice versa. I'm so grateful for the things that I've learned. And that's what a day like Sunday is for me, for reflection, reflecting on what was and what is now. I don't fear going anywhere, any neighborhood. I just don't trip on it, and it's there. Everyone's like everyone. If you treat somebody right, they're going to treat you right, man. If you come at people wrong, they're going to come at you wrong. And it doesn't matter if race is involved or not. I don't know. I got a little off topic on that, but because people are always jamming me up, like, oh, you got pictures of swastikas. Well, yeah, I ran that way for a long time, man. I hated everybody, I hated just as many white people as I hated anything else. I try not to work with any hate today, well, I'm working with a gang of fear towards what our government's doing towards us. Like how's the economy going to bounce back from this? That's what I stress on. I can't. There's no sense in me even calling in at night anymore. I used to call in every single night to see if I was catching, setting up a stage or doing whatever. Local 33, and every job that I've gone after, you guys, as an ex-con, I got that job. You know what I mean? You guys have seen that. You bared witness to it. So you're Anthony Hardy. Come on, man. We don't answer those kind of questions. You know what I mean? Um, let's put it this way. I've never turned my back on those that I did run with. I still have not turned my back on them. They saved my life and got me through that whole situation, that whole miserable situation for years. So I would never turn my back on my people. They just understand where I'm coming from today, and the majority of them that have survived to be this old, they're the same way. They don't have any particular hate towards anyone except for ignorant people, you know? Uh, and that's hard here in California. People, the institutions are designed to cause hatred towards other races, towards everything, Um, man, so that's why I just couldn't even imagine me going back to prison. That would just be so horrible. Someone fucks up. Do you find it hard to hold back from? Well, what do you mean if somebody fucks up? Find it hold. Like, don't get me wrong. I still got that wild side in me. And if somebody tries hurting my family or me, yeah, it's till, till the, you know, headshots, heart stops, man. That's for sure. You know what I mean? If somebody fucks with me or my family, then I'm just like anybody else in that aspect. I don't know. Okay, watching ex-cons, addicts, etc., who learn from mistakes, saved me from following a crazy path. Thank you. No, thank you, Quadrix. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's people like you that keep me accountable, man. I remember all in that time. I don't know who was around for it, but uh, I was at AAA and fucking they were pissing me off. I was sitting there, 20 minutes and blah blah blah, and I was getting ready to snap going back there. I was just getting ready to yell out loud, "Hey, And this kid that works at AAA goes, "AOG, man, I just wanted to tell you I got long love for your show, bro. Respect." And I was like, pow, you know? So ever since then, I'm on my toes when I'm in society. I try and be the change that I talk about. I don't just try and come on this show and woof, 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 do as I say, not as I do. Fuck, we all grew up with that. I try and do as I do. You know, I try and be the example. I try and be the change that I tell you guys to be. Um, the one thing I do have a little bit of trouble with still to this day is like my son, telling my son that I love him and I have a hard time with it, you guys. I mean, for those of you that know, my son, one of my sons is an addict, and it's not what I would have wished for him, man. It's just not what I would have wished for him. And do I feel responsible for it? I did, but you know what? Everybody's fucking entitled to make their own opinion, man. You know what I mean? Everyone's got makes their own decisions. My dad stuck a needle in my arm at 13 years old. I didn't have any fucking choice. You know, I didn't, I was smoking marijuana and uh, he smelt it Fucking came in, beat my ass, and my homeboy jumps out the window, takes off like a bat out of hell, and fucking he's all, you want to get high, motherfucker? You want to get high? Drags me fucking to his bedroom by my long hair, sets me down, and fucking draws up an outfit of coke, and fucking bam, hits me with that, and whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I mean? Like just every fucking ringing and dinging. And I just remember walking down the hall and sticking my foot in the toilet and turning the sink on and just was like, wow, this is awesome. You know what I mean? And that's the first day that I ever told that dude that I loved him. Um, you'll find out later that fucking that he wasn't the best dad, you know, fucking he was a fucking piece of shit. But today I try and look at it like, you know, he had a fucked up upbringing. He didn't have anybody who cared about him. Um, that's not even true, man. I'm fucking making excuses for his punk ass now. But anyway, you know, when he died, and my mom called me and told me, you know, hey, Dana's dead. I was like, well, you should probably call somebody who cares, you know? Like, that dude never did nothing for me. In fact, he's part of the reason that I really had no fear about doing whatever fucking poor choices I did back then. Because I care about not fucking, you know, what, I'm going to miss out at your house, you know? And yeah, man. You'll find out through my story that that dude was a cold piece of work, man. Um, and I can't blame him. I followed through with shooting drugs, but you know, like I figured this dude must have really fucking hated me to stick a needle in my arm at 13 years old. You know, he must have had some deep-seated hatred for me. Uh, so as you can imagine, my life was wonderful from the day he did that on. So, you know, needless to say, I can't blame anyone for shit. You know, like it was what it was, man. You know, he really didn't know any better either. He had sort of a fucked up upbringing too. He had a retarded sister. Um, I don't know. He got a short end of the stick too, but you know, that's why I get so pissed off at these fucking chomos, man, because they don't realize how bad they're hurting these individuals later in life, man. You know, you see the prison system's full of people that were molested. You know, it's just fucking horrible to me, man. And all these rich motherfuckers that are getting away with that shit, you know, it's just not with it at all, man. Lives are just destroyed behind it. It's so hard for these people to find any self-worth and turn their shit around. You know, not everyone's got a YouTube platform to fucking get up and, you know, like have to face themselves. You know how long it was until I could look in a mirror, man? I didn't fucking ever look in a mirror. And you know what that's like with a beard like this? You have to look in a friggin' mirror to fucking shave. But I couldn't do it forever. I'm able to look in the mirror today, man. You know, and that's a pretty good feeling. But there was a lot of years that I couldn't look in the mirror. You know, and those years were filled with drug addiction and fucking numbingness, self-hatred, you know, all these other fucking remedies. So I'm so blessed to be where I'm at today, man. And all it took was shit. Where is it? Hang on. You know, shit like this, man. Philosophy, Bruce Lee's philosophy. I'm a big supporter of it. he's brilliant, you know. Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous. Now, don't get me wrong; those rooms are full of jackasses too. But you find those that are truly fucking broken and they want to fix themselves and they've learned something. And what they learned was finding a power greater than themselves. And that took a lot for me to do. I've always believed in the gods. You know, I've always looked at them as a fairy tale to some degree as well. But, you know, that's where they're wrong. I start kids who live through, starting to channel their fear. Fear nothing be as bad as all. To be respected and children protected. That's right, Major. Women are to be respected and children protected, bro. Believe that. I'm a firm believer in that. And those of you that don't got a shirt, man, go to wear that shit with pride, you know? Women are to be respected, man. They carry our bloodline, you know? Come on. And children, they are our bloodline. We want that shit to continue. You know, here, let me just give you some kind of food for thought. Oh, on raising children. You guys see that? I'm not even bullshitting you, you know? The highest standards of conduct through all of my children's education will run the Confucianist, I don't even know the word, philosophy, that the highest standards of conduct consist of treating others as you wish to be treated, plus loyalty, intelligence, and the fullest development of the individual in the 5 chief relationships of life: government and choose who are governed, father and son, elder and younger brother, husband and wife, friend and friend. Equipped in that way, I don't think they can go far wrong. I don't think that they can go far wrong. You know, like, this dude's just a genius, man. Never strike a child. My father never struck me, though my mother sometimes spanked me good, and I'm not planning to strike my children. I think a father can control the situation by swinging with it. You know, like, we don't have to beat our kid, man. You just give the, hey, man, you little shit. You know, you give them that look. They know the look is enough. You don't have to beat a kid. Now, am I a believer that children should get ass whoopings? You bet, man. You know what I mean? You bet. But an ass whooping, not a beating, man. Come on. There's just so much good stuff in here. And that just, you know, just for today, man, I needed to brainwash this. And that's, if it needed double scrubbed, I had to put it in the thing twice, you know? Hey, Sandman, there it is. Hey, let's everybody give Sandman a round of applause for his new editing skills. He's been really picking that shit up, huh? You know, he did fabulous on those commercials. Yeah. So, knock 200 knock. What is a knock, by the way? Anybody? What is knock? No, I wish, Zen Thomas, I wish Bruce taught me how to chuck. I'm pretty good chuck. You know what I mean? I could chuck pretty good, but that dude was badass. He literally could play ping pong with him, man, with no exaggeration. Pink, 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 pink. He was badass. What? What's up, big bro? You live by yourself now? Got a chick? Yeah, no, I got a beautiful chick. Are you kidding? I got Harriet, man. We're together almost 19 months now. So, yeah, I'm happy in my relationship. I'm just not the best relationship guy. She teaches me a lot. She tells me, you know, like, you have to bend sometimes, and I'm stubborn and I don't want to see my part. And if I don't, she's not going to be around, man. You know, I remember all those lonely fucking nights hugging a PIA pillow, fucking wishing to smell a girl's hair. And saying to myself, man, if I ever got a girl, I'm going to treat her so right, and blah, blah, blah. And, we become Americanized or freedomized or whatever you want to call it out here, to where we forget and start taking shit for granted. You know what I mean? She makes me laugh. She, she, she's she's a cool partner. I mean, she's beautiful. She's really easy on the eyes, you know. I don't know, man. Like, I wish that I would remember when we're fighting over something stupid, how desperate I was just to feel some kind of emotion or love inside for a pen pal or whatever. I remember I'd always, play some White Snake or something. Here I go, get on my own. Yeah, I mean, listening to that kind of shit and just fucking longing for the touch or the smell of a woman, man. You know what I mean? Um, she's so fun, She's beautiful. She's fun. She's a handful, but who's not, right? So I forget how desperate I was to have a woman when I was inside, and this, this, uh, Facebook and Instagram and shit, it's really bad for relationships because, if you don't got, uh, if you got a girlfriend and you're about to break up with her, you could replace her in 20 minutes on Facebook. It's horrible, man. And people know that. So they're like, oh, no big deal. I'll just get another one. And then before you know it, you let something really valuable go, you know? I've almost done that a couple times, man. Uh, because I'm so broken, I've replied to, texts that people have sent me, and I've had to be like, whoa, what am I doing? And then telling myself, like, hey, babe, I sent a picture, nothing. This was back when we first started dating. I wasn't sure where we were going to go, and some chick was hitting me up, and she was sort of hot. And she asked me to send her a picture, and I did. And I actually sent the picture from inside Harriet's house. And I said, what's good? Do I know you or do I want to get to know you? And then I was like, you know what? Hang on. I got a girl, man, and I want to really give this chick a try. So I appreciate the flattery, but I can't do this any further because I will end up getting in trouble and whatever. Guess what? That fucking broad turned out to be Harriet under some other fucking, a made up thing. Man, I almost screwed myself on that. It was crazy. I can't believe that happened to me. I, I learned right then and there, like, appreciate what the fuck you have and don't forget that, because you want to remember what it was like to be lonely. Place the position, but you can't replace the feeling. Exactly. Fuck you, you. I agree, my boy. Deactivated my Facebook. Only kept the messenger. Who deactivated your shit, man? But you can't replace the feeling. So true. Good, Sam, thanks for asking. Let's see. The closest smell to a woman is prison. In prison is laundry. I hope you mean clean laundry, man. So, you guys know what I'm talking about, man. Smell that shampoo in their hair. Fucking, when you lay down, you cuddle up with them, and you ain't getting none of that shit in prison, man. Fucking, I didn't even know what it was like beforehand, if you recall. I was not Mr. fucking let's get lucky and all this kind of shit, My life and mental health is for shit. I never did 12 steps. I always wondered if I had done the steps, would I be in the same space? Hey, Step Cat, you know what, my boy? You're dry. You're right, my boy. You're dry, man. I promise you. I promise you. If you fucking work the steps and you fucking find where you're at fault for shit, and you'll find a whole new set of freedom, man. If you're working with an honest, open heart, bro, you'll be good. And it's not too late to, what I mean? Never is it too late. You're not put in the ground. It is not too late. Your life doesn't have to be shit any further, man, unless you want it to be. All right? It doesn't, bro. I know. I'm here to tell you. 'Cause, man, I got stories upon stories upon stories of shit life, you know? Um, I got a few stories of successful life, too. People whose lives were shit and now they flipped it around a little bit, That's why I like to channel the way it is. Like people who've been there, done that, human trafficking, prostitution, shit, man. Can you believe I used to prostitute? Fucking not for sex, but for fucking S&M shit, like I allowed women to beat my body, physically beat me with a belt. It says bad motherfucker on it. Fucking, and that's their get down. What kind of broad wants to pay somebody to hurt them, We're too late to work a 12-step program. No, man, it's not too late. Whoever said that. It's our tools we all need. Absolutely, TikTok. Believe that, man. Without the 12 steps, I'd be screwed, And it's virtually impossible to enjoy any kind of high once you've worked the 12 steps, because then you got 12, a head full of fucking, a body full of narcotics and a fucking head full of fucking Narcotics Anonymous, and you're not going to fucking enjoy your buzz. Are meetings all still canceled? Yes, they are still canceled, I guess Nicole on here actually hosts a meeting every night at like 7 o'clock. I don't know. That's how they used to work the steps, was through, mail or whatever. So it doesn't matter, man. If you're 60 years old and you're been clean 20 years, but you haven't worked the steps, just go to a meeting and say, hey, man, I need somebody to take me through the steps. Is anybody willing to work them diligently and quickly? You do not want to be sitting in 4-step talking about desperation when you got a car, a girl, a job, fucking, come on, you ain't desperate anymore, man. You forget all that shit. We want to do stuff we always regret, right? Right. That's share one question at a time, right? Like most of the questions answer themselves, man. You know what I mean? It all falls back on the fact that you're a fear-based animal. Pretty simple. You know what I mean? Now you just learn how to control that fear, just like we did inside prison, man. I remember the first time me and Bulldog, rest in peace, Matthew Haney, long love and respect, dog, went walking into a sit down, shall you call it, with Mexican mafia guys, Emma, whatever, and I'm going as his backup guy, as his sergeant at arms, and I felt such pride in being involved in that, and it's just stupid, man. I can't say it was stupid because it was what it was. It was life where I lived, man. That's just how it was. That's all it was. It wasn't stupid. It wasn't not stupid. It was what it was. You know what I mean? We weren't trying to give up a bed and can't get by the higher power idea. That seems so in there to the whole 12 steps thing. But then I really like what I see in those, that dude. Exactly, man. Like, you don't gotta believe in a God either, bud. You don't gotta. You just gotta believe that He believes. Like you gotta start somewhere, man. You don't. Nobody's telling you to put all your eggs in one basket as far as a higher power goes. But I tell you this, I guarantee anyone and every one of you guys, I challenge you all to do this in the shower, away from everybody, whatever, because you're embarrassed because you don't want to be seen praying to no God. You know what I mean? Like, ask the God of your understanding on a daily basis. Get with him and say, hey, bud, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going through some times right now. I could really use you. Uh, can you be there for me? And let's just see if your life starts to get better, man. Nothing more than that, I'm not saying in Juanica Shanikawe's name we pray. You know what I mean? You just ask the God of your understanding, whoever that may be. I know someone's going to jam me up about Jesus and, Yahweh, whatever. Like, just find a God of your understanding and create a God and make him kind and loving, man. And just lay a little faith in him and know that you probably deserve a whole lot fucking less than what you do have. You probably deserve a whole lot less. I know I certainly did. In fact, I don't want to go into that, like, my God's definitely, and you know who my God's supposed to be, right? He's till Valhalla, man, like fucking it's supposed to be all about war ridden and whatever, but that's not the case. All gods are loving, in my eyes. In my eyes, that's how it is. You know what I mean? Odin's not just kill them all, get land and everything, like my God is good to me, man. My God works for me. And today's Sunday, so I'm allowed to talk about it, tribe. Um, but until I started seeing the little miracles happening and didn't realize that this shit was happening because there was a God of my understanding looking out for me, and I wasn't having this shit happen for me because I'm that guy. You know what I mean? Because that's how I believed everything in the beginning. Like, I got that coming. That I should have had that. You know what I mean? Whatever it was. I took everything for granted, man. And nothing should be taken for granted, man. We don't have tomorrow promised to us. We don't even have the rest of today promised to us. We have right fucking now, man. And that's a fucking scary concept, And we're living in scary times right now. But that's a scary concept. So I don't know what to say as far as that goes. Uh, I'm not going to go much more into that because some people probably shied away from it. But like, I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't believe in a God of my understanding. So, and I'm thankful to him every day. You know, uh, we'll leave it at that on the God thing. I just suggest that everybody tries to find one, but we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I suggest you find one. So seriously though, I suggest everybody just each and every day, just, hey, thank them for what you do have and see if you don't prosper from there. As long as you ain't expecting nothing, you'll see how good it truly can be, and things happen that we don't want to happen, man. My son being addicted, uh, worrying about him ODing every day, riding a motorcycle every day. Man, I worry about all that shit, but you know what? I can't fucking do anything about it. It's out of my control. All I can do is, thank him for the time that I've had with my son so far and pray that nothing else happens to him, that he watches out for him, because my son definitely isn't watching out for himself. So his life is meaningless to him right now. He lost his girl, his job, his car. He didn't lose it. He fucking shot that shit away. That's what he did. He didn't lose shit. I don't fucking play into that pity bullshit with him. I tell him, you didn't lose any of that shit. He had a nurse, man. She a plastic surgeon nurse making $1,500 a day. I think she was making in some situations. He shot that shit away, man. Fucking Why is she going to hang out with a kid with somebody, he had a good little job with the union, and I can't even get mad at him because that's me, and I wasn't even a junkie until fucking that shit came sliding under the door one day, and I figured out fucking how to kill pain, man, and it wasn't physical pain, it was mental pain. So, and I figured out that drug did it real swell, and I did it for a long time, man, um, I was never that guy that got in trouble behind dope inside. I'll say that. You know what I mean? I never fucking bumped my head on that. I never did more than, like I either had it being brought for us. Like I didn't get visits, but I'd get it sent to whomever. Uh, my boy said the other day, I grew up on your legends, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking tales about you and how you made the west side of the valley, like proud and, like, I'm like, bro, all that was ignorant shit that I was doing. It was all dope infected. Uh, what could you do for me? Same mentality, the same prison mentality, man. What can you do for me? That's how the drug addict is. He never assumes the responsibility for shit. It's always someone else's fucking fault. He ain't got a job and he can't get this and he can't get that. What he can't do is get his fucking ass off the couch long enough to fucking pay the rent on that couch. Shit. Life's good sober, man. It comes with a whole bunch of emotions that I don't dig, but like I thought I had three emotions for the longest time, me hungry, me horny, me tired. What I mean? That was like the only emotions I learned. And I found out that there's other feelings that I wasn't even aware what they were. And not all of them were comfortable. And they led to fear, which led to, what would I call it? Act ups. You know what I mean? Like I would act up because I didn't know what this feeling was, what this emotion was. Maybe it was excitement or fear, or I don't know. Like it was always not always bad, but it wasn't always good either. So, but it just always was, if that makes sense. You know, yeah, I really was played a big transformation part in becoming a different badger. Uh, Envisioning me being shot down on the streets like so many other convicts that have gotten out and fucking, I hear about the Thorpes and just people that I knew that were just shot down by LAPD or something, 2 months out after doing 15 years or something. And next thing you know, they're shot dead, you know what I mean? Or been murdered on the streets and gang activity. And all that shit starts to open your eyes the older you get, man. You're like, fuck, I haven't even enjoyed any kind of life, man. Now I could potentially go out there and just get fucking murdered. Not that that couldn't happen anyway, but if I'm not in the active lifestyle, my odds are a whole lot better that that's not going to happen to me, right? Right. So, but if I want to get to acting a fool and fucking being a pistol packing, pussy pumping pecker wood, then fucking I'll be dead, shot down on the streets because I didn't want to go to jail because I had a gun on me and I pulled the gun. Or, come on, you guys know the stories. You hear them about them every day, you know? Okay. Exactly, TikTok, exactly. Get at TikTok, Stepcat. You guys are able to get at each other on here yourselves, so that's what the tribe's about, man. Reaching out to those, go to in whatever, however they do it, Gmail or Instagram or whatever you guys get at each other. And thank you for the donations so far. I'm still going to get that thing shot over here one way or the other. We just need to figure out costs. Quadrix, you know, how'd you come up with that name, by the way? That's sort of cool. So I really want to get that picture in these videos, man. It'll be great. And I hope you guys can figure out shipping for the American across the pond that wants to buy your stuff, because enough people are going to see it. Somebody's going to want that shit. You want something like that custom made for them. You know, Harriet's in love with that picture. She can't wait. So, I can't even do a fucking good Irish fucking accent right now either. So, greetings and okay, how you feel, man? That's what it's all about. That's right, Major. You got that right. City, Pacific Tennessee, it's correct. Correct. How do you feel about Tool? The band Tool? I love Tool. What are you, serious? Fucking love them. You know? With the shit blood and come on my hands. Okay. Hey, Sandman, I think we might have fucking screwed up, bud. They fucking had the TV on and they locked something up. They hit me with something. I don't know. They said I copyrighted something. I don't know what's going to happen with that, bro. Hopefully they'll just give me some kind of warning about having the TV on or whatever. But let's see. So, okay. Haven't been. Well, that's good, TikTok. I'm glad you picked something up from what I'm putting down, my boy. You know, I'm glad you're smelling what I'm stepping in. Awesome, funny how I got my emoji as well watching X-Files. Okay. VHS with my old friend Long Story. They love and respect. So those of you that want to hit me up with your long stories, hit me up at P.O. Box 572-875, Tarzana, California, 91357. That's 572-875, Tarzana, California, 91357. Hey, I got a shirt. Let's try and auction off a shirt. That should cover the rest of it. Let me see what I got. I found these. So, all right. Come on. How could somebody not want this? You know what I mean? Let's get an auction going, man. Go to my PayPal, though, you guys. PayPal, Badgers Heavy Hitters. I'll send you a shirt. We're trying to get that painting over here, and we could use your help, and you could use a brand new t-shirt. Now, ain't this the truth, too? Man, I'd rather eat crumbs with bums than steaks with snakes. Plus, you got the emblem right there. Bam! You know? All right, slow down, you guys. Slow down. Shit. You know, you can't blame a guy for trying here, right? You guys seen that picture? The thing's badass. I want it in my videos. ASAP. What do I got here? Oh, man, ain't this the truth? This is Bruce Lee all day right there. It's full of good people. If you can't find one, be one, man. Be one. It's easy to be a piece of shit. It's easy to do that. It's easy to look like the cool kid banging on the retarded kid. Man, be the cool kid that stands up for the retarded kid. That's respectable. You know, that's worth everything. So slow down, slow down. You guys, if you do go and donate, leave an address, man. One way or the other, you're going to get something, okay? You're going to get something. If you didn't win the shirt, then you'll get something, I guarantee you. Badgers Heavy Hitters at PayPal. For those of you that might be interested in helping us get this picture over here, let me show it to you one more time. So, I'm honored that you gave it to us too, my boy. Let me tell you. And just cut that out of the frames like in the stolen art pictures. Right? Contract. Why is it? Oh, that's why. I gotta get out. I'm looking through my pictures. So go to Instagram. Okay, Instagram. Let's see. Hey Joey, I see you. You're looking good here, my boy. If you're still on, you're looking really good. So, Quadrex. How do I do this? So there we go. All right, guys. I'm going to show you the picture one more time. Oh, but you can't just send one if you're going to send it all the way from England. I mean, from where the little green guy comes from, St. Patty's Day. So check out the picture, you guys. How come I go this way? Anybody? So, all right. Anyway, can you guys see? He painted that. It's going to go back here on this purple wall. It's going to blend in perfect. Too bad we couldn't just fly you out here and have you just paint my wall, man. That would be badass. You know? If I was Wes Watson making all them gazillions of dollars he says he's making each week, I would fly you out here, my boy, and have you paint that wall. Trust and believe that. So you guys, Badgers Heavy Hitters on PayPal, shirt, address. The shirt sizes are, there's a large, an extra large, and a 2XL. So, a long time since we've been. Anyway, let's see. Those shirts made up, love them. Crowns, bombs, right? All day, bud. Slow down, right? You guys, slow down on the bidding. Slow down. There's plenty of room. Healing comes when you don't expect it, right? Hey, and if you don't work on healing, man, you're just going to bleed all over those that didn't hurt you. So just keep that in mind. That's a strong saying right there. You know, if you don't work on what hurts you, you're going to end up bleeding all over those that didn't hurt you. You know, I just checked. Yeah, bro. God's warning part one was removed, and it due to something in the video we won't get in trouble for now on. Though no TV and music in the video that we don't know if protected. So I did screw up, huh? Yeah, I didn't think about it, man. I had the TV going in the background. So, Knight Rider message. Let's see what Knight Rider had to say. I haven't booted anybody off the channel in a while. So you guys, I've just about killed your ears for like an hour and a fucking half. Sorry about that. I just wanted to spend some time with some partners and friends. View deleted message. Okay, I'm the daddy in Canada, but I don't rape them. Just go up in them with crap. I don't know. It just sounds like the daddy in Canada, but I don't rape them. I just go up in them with, what the fuck's that word? With coercion. Just a little man with fucking no self-esteem. It's all good, bud. I mean, I bet you think Chris Hansen's a fucking cock blocker too, right? Okay, well, apparently nobody's interested in the shirts, but I'll get that picture over here, Quadrix. We'll figure it out. I'd like you to send two if you're going to send one. What do you want for the black and white one? Let me know, because maybe I'll just purchase it and have it sent. I really like that black and white one. She loves the purple one, though, and it'll look great for all the videos. This thing's so badass. All your shit's badass, man. What's that? Two moons? God damn it. Some say shiny diamonds. There we go. You guys see that? There's 2 moons in there, man. This thing's sick. Where do you come up with this shit, bro? Are you still on drugs? Don't hide them, divide them. Turn me on or I'll turn you in, damn it. Look at that. I think so badass. I think so badass. So, yeah, Mitch was he was a good interview, I enjoyed interviewing him because I feel like I'm talking to someone from my era that's been down the fucking Wes Watson is helping us addicts. TikTok, I was liking you, but I'm gonna have to delete you altogether. Some people buy into anything. I like that. Why do you say that about Ryan? El Torcillo. Why do you say that about Ryan? I'm just curious because I just interviewed him. I met him. He seems like a nice cat. Thanks. Cool. Okay. So, now that could be shown. So, all right, you guys. I didn't really mean to, chew your ear this long. My girl's in bed. I think I'm gonna go crawl back in there with her. This is a phase. Multiple phases. Nothing just lying on the inside. All right. It's good, brother. You're probably. But I'm gonna do something. Shutting things. Well, anyway, you guys, like I said, I was thinking of doing something on Patreon to where if you're at a certain tier, I'll sit back and yuck it up with you for 20 minutes, a half hour FaceTime. You guys hit me up at P.O. Box 572875, Tarzana, California, 91357. Let me know what you guys think of that idea. If so, I'm going to invert it into the tiers, and that way, we could chop it up. You can get to know me. Maybe I got some advice for you. Maybe you got some advice for me. Remember, closed mind can't get fed, man. If it was on my hand or not. All right, Jay Jones, you're right. So, there's reasons though, my boy, but it's all good. You're right. I shouldn't even be like that, man. So you're telling me there is more to come. It's good stuff. No, absolutely. I believe in all that shit. The good stuff part for sure. I fully support what he says in a lot of those areas. Like I said, we're supposed to live what we say on here. I'm a firm believer in that. We're supposed to treat our fellow man with a little respect. We're supposed to hold ourselves accountable. Um, and Sandman will tell you. I hope D Major will tell you. Like fucking all the people that I associate with, I try and hold myself to a high standard. Because that's what I sell on here is me as a high standard. So I want that to be, how I present myself. Period. Seen all you YouTubers the positives. In my opinion, everyone says positive. The addicts like us are help. That's what I mean. Nah, for sure, my boy. Like, you're right, my boy. We're just gonna say that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to go into some petty bullshit. If you're picking up good shit from somebody, man, have your own experience with them. That's what I got to say. Have your own experience with them. I remember people telling me, man, that's a fucked up yard. Fucking, you don't want to go there, and that's a fucked up job you just got. Fucking, and I'd go have my own experience and find out that it was a good yard, and fucking, the job that I got was a good job, whatever, I mean? Like, I've had my own experiences, and it's whatever I make it. So that's what I got to say. Great live stream better. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this not short. Apparently, I guess nobody's interested in the shirts, but I will. Quadrix, I'm gonna get those sent over here. Just come up with a figure for me, man. What shipping's gonna cost, and I'm gonna get it to you. I'll just take it out of Sandman's pay this month. So, change the comments. They're having trouble. I'm not sure. Wait, what happened, Major? Some tiers are having problems? Salmon, did you get what he said was a problem or Major? Just get at me and let me know what's up. That's right. I appreciate that, my boy. Respect. So, if there's something wrong with one of the tiers or something, please, somebody get at me. Dude, let's not have. Is Splinter going to come back on the show? Mike, I don't know. Like, he's starting to get, all over the place now, and fucking it's just like Wreath, laundry. He's got his own channel though. If you like him, that's why I was happy to. Jason, man, that's all right, brother. Like fucking, hey, shoot that $2 hooker over here. But no, bud, you support the channel just by fucking being here with us, man, and fucking, your input, your viewing time, your positive comments. It's all donating to the channel, man. It doesn't have to be money, man. It definitely doesn't have to be money. Money just helps us, but so does, positive vibes. Trust and believe that. The richest people out there are fucking miserable. Like, I don't want to be content all the time, and I can be if I allow myself to be, and so can you, every one of you. You can be whatever you want it to be. You want to be rich and miserable, you could be that, and I think I know the secret to that. I think I figured that out, is the rich get ungrateful. That's what it is, man. I mean, they're not appreciative of what they got and how they got it. And that's what it is. And fucking all of a sudden, none of it means anything and nothing has any value to it. And people can be bought with dollars, and it's fucking sad. Inside you could not buy me. And guess what? Out here, I'm for sale as long as there's integrity involved in the sale. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing the crumbs with the bums for sure. Just I'm gonna grab a few extra bums and go rob them steaks from them snakes. Trust and believe that. I mean, uh, this travels when I was speaking on then allowed to all tears. Okay, just for the day you can't today. Just for the day. So one more reading of Just for Today. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for you, and then we're gonna call it a day, guys. All right. So right or left, left or right. Right. We're gonna go right. One more reading, and then that's Ya estuvo raza. Okay. Ha. We need each other. Anyone may join us, regardless of age, race, sexual identity, creed, religion, or lack of religion. Basic text, page 9. Addiction is closed on our Addiction closed our minds to anything new or different. We didn't need anyone or anything. We thought there was nothing of value to be found in anyone from a different neighborhood, a different racial or ethnic background, or a different social or economic based class. We may have thought that it was different if it was, we may have thought that it was, if it was different, it was bad. In recovery, we can't afford such attitudes. We came to the program because our very best thinking had gotten us nowhere. We must open our minds to experience what works, no matter where it comes from. If we hope to grow in our recovery, regardless of our personal backgrounds, we all have two things in common with one another in NA that we share with no one else, our disease and our recovery. We depend on one another for our shared experience. And the broader that experience, the better. We need every bit of experience, every bit of angle on our program. We can find to meet the many challenges of living clean. Recovery often isn't easy. That strength we need to recover, we draw from our fellow program members. Today, we are grateful for the diversity of our group's memberships. For in the diversity, we find our strengths. Just for today, I know that the more diverse my group's experience is, the better able my group will be to offer me support in the different circumstances I find myself facing. Today, I welcome addiction. I welcome addicts from all backgrounds to my home group. Here we go. You know what I mean? Mark, thank you. I mean, every bit helps. You know, I'm broke with the video now. I made the word more than gas and pains. No, I know that, and I appreciate that. I'm just saying we need to figure out what it's going to cost to ship them, though. You know what I mean? Bradley, thank you. Every cent helps, guys. Shit, I'm gonna between the bed this month. I don't know if things are gonna be shady like this for much longer. This may be the last month I can carry the bed. You know, it'll be a sad thing, but I mean, I have to look out for mine as well. You know, let's just hope it doesn't go that way, you guys. Please, let's just all hope things turn around. So anyway, with that said, there was another reading. I thank you for, sharing the last hour and fucking 2 hours. Oh my God. So the last 2 hours with me, you guys gave me something to do, and I appreciate that. She's still sleeping. Now I'm going to go in and do something. So if I, TikTok, Zoom is a search. Yeah, Zoom is so easy, you guys. It's not even a joke. It's even a retard like me figured it out. So, anyway, love and respect. Shout out to the entire tribe, man. Stay out of self. help somebody else do something that'll make them feel better today, you guys. I guarantee you it'll make you feel better. It's a Sunday. Why not? You know what I mean? It's a Sunday. Why not? So, with that said, thank you for your time. Um, very grateful once again. Gratitude, man. If I live in an attitude of gratitude, even when things aren't right, then fucking it'll be all right. You know, things go just the way they're supposed to, not the way I want them to always, but the way they're supposed to. And that's a big pill to have to swallow sometimes. But you know what? I didn't make the rule book. I just have to follow by it. So, you know, if it goes this way, it goes this way. If it goes that way, it goes that way. You guys know what I'm talking about, you know? If it's solid, it's solid. So, with all that said, I hope those riddles got you where you're trying to get. So, with nothing but love and respect, shout out to the entire tribe. Um, I will holler at you guys as soon as, I don't know, Sandman's gonna be talking to me. We're gonna be talking later on. I think the new commercial for the new Patreon is up. Uh, yeah, man, you guys are in for some exciting stories too. You know, yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. All right. So with respect to you all, guys don't have to close out. You can still gang bang on here with each other for a while. I'm glad to see that there's no trolls. You know what I mean? I'm really happy. Respect the beard, the beard, the beard. What's up with the beard? Respect the beard. Fucking morons. Anyway, you guys, respect, all right? Peace out. Nothing but love. And Joey, I'm going to call you. All right, you guys. Deuces. How do I shut this shit off? Oh, yeah. End stream. Okay. Are you sure you want to end your stream? Don't forget, you guys, if you still want, hit me up on PayPal for the shirts, you know. I'll get it out to you tomorrow. So, deuces.